Hey, welcome to another edition of Ego on Break, and it's still Jay and Logan's wrestling adventure. That's Logan over there drinking drink. What's up, Logan?
That's sour.
Sour drinks.
Sorry about that.
From the Bell.
He just don't taste right. Anyway.
What you been watching?
Just got done watching the Rumble.
What'd you think?
A lot of people like to cry about nothing.
People on the internet wouldn't do that.
No.
Sorry, internet people.
But, you know, I personally liked it. I thought the show was pretty solid. Evidently Roman Reigns and Cena are made out of Superman, and they both need kryptonite to be beat, but, you know.
Well, I mean, when you BMFs, you know.
The women's match was the first thing they did on the pay-per-view. I did not see the pre-show.
How was that?
I don't know. I was going to say.
No, the women's match.
The women's match was Bailey and Charlotte. Decent match, I guess.
Gotcha.
Nothing just memorable, you know.
What else?
I'm trying to remember following that because it wasn't like 4. What was it? Was real memorable. I swear I don't remember.
I have no idea. I haven't watched like enough to know what's going on. I know the Shark Tank. Was there a Shark Tank somewhere?
The Shark Tank was with Kevin Owens, and like I said, that was pretty good. Frog splash to the table by Owens on Reigns. Superman punch with brass knuckles that Jericho evidently had hidden in his tights. And
I think there's like a spot made in tights. And just like
you slide in the waistband. That's it.
Yeah, I think it's a little pocket in there.
And Jerry Lawler must have had it sucker perfected.
Yeah, they customized it.
But there was one thing I forgot to tell you about Owens is at one point Owens literally builds a pyramid out of chairs. Of course, guess who took it?
Owens.
Of course, you build it, you got to take it.
That's what I found happening in wrestling.
Damn near.
I don't know if anybody's ever built something and put their opponent through it.
But I mean, like it wasn't pretty.
It was a Cody Kruger.
That's bad because it had no effect. Like, he went straight to the floor, dude. I was like, you know, this hurt.
That looks good on paper. That's what I like to say, you know.
And then the finish was Braun Strowman coming down and putting Reigns through a table that was in the corner with a power slam. It was like Reigns landed on his neck.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
How's the Rumble itself?
The Rumble itself, I enjoyed it. Lesnar and them, boy, that's, you know.
Yeah. It is what it was. It was what it is.
20 seconds of... They said like 20 seconds he was in there. I'm like, I don't see how, because he come in and suplexed the crap out of some people. And then the next thing you know, here comes Goldberg. And he speared him and then threw him out of the ring with a really ugly clothesline. And then Taker, music comes on, and I still don't know what they did. Because this damn ramp was long, dude.
Yeah.
Like they had fat guys getting carried to the ring on go-karts or whatever the hell it was. But with Taker, let the lights go out. Lights come on. It was Sabu. He was just appeared. He was standing behind Goldberg.
Sabu appeared?
No.
Oh.
You remember how Sabu would the lights
I got
go out?
excited for a second.
No, hell, he just got had hip.
Well, that's what I thought. But you know, paydays make you do things.
No, but you know, well, that's true too. But the lights come off. Lights come on. It was like seconds. It didn't feel like it lasted no time. And then Taker was standing there.
Well, he could have been under the ring or dressed as a cameraman.
It's possible, yeah.
You know, whatever.
And some people talked about they could notice that he was hurt, and I could see a little bit of a limp in him, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. So what do you think they're going to build toward with him?
They're saying Reigns. They're saying Reigns because Reigns dumped him.
I'd still like to see a triple threat.
With who?
Brock, Goldberg, and Taker. Let's just put all those guys in one match and get it over with.
Well, that's all part-timers. That's a lot. I say this for Goldberg and Brock. They smart because them suckers ain't working no time and they getting freaking
Everybody's
paid.
mad. I can't believe they're making $14 million for 30 seconds.
Because, like...
I'm jealous.
I don't think Goldberg didn't bump besides the... wait, did he take... He may have took a choke slam. I think he may have took a choke slam.
I didn't see it.
But it was just... I mean, it was quick. Like, he's in there no time.
I'm gonna die over here.
I told you it was sour. Is yours sour?
No, I went down the wrong pipe. Yeah, it was fun.
But
that's a blooper.
One of the probably the coolest looking eliminations looked, because it wasn't for the guy that took it, but Braun choke slammed freaking Ellsworth out of the ring in the air, and I mean like tosses him. He lands on his right, it's been left butt cheek. And I mean, like, nobody's catching him. The floor caught him.
Yeah, but they got pad down, you know.
I don't give a damn.
It's well, see, what happens is they know where they're going to take those spots at. So the night before they'll come and they'll dig up all the concrete.
That you want to.
Yeah, they dig up all that concrete that's under it or wherever.
I take it in a swimming pool. That's how I take it.
They dig that concrete up and put like pillows down, and then they just lay like concrete colored paper over those pillows.
His ass and his face was
that's how it works.
I
mean, wrestling's fake. Yeah, I mean, you knew that.
But bro, it looked so painful.
He learned how to fall.
Holy crap!
Yeah, they taught him how to fall.
That was the worst one of the night, though. His was very, very bad. And then Kofi, you know, they always got to do that spot with Kofi.
Yeah.
You know,
Did he do a spot?
Well, you know, they got the big, it's like electrical boxes behind the poles now with the signs. It says WrestleMania or Royal Rumble or whatever.
Yeah.
He was standing on one of those. He bumps backwards, lands chest first on it, and comes down to his fingertips and pulls himself back up. That was the big spot.
That was different.
Yeah, it was different. Well, I thought people thought he was going to use his cart. There was like his cart they kept teasing, like the New Day were pushing him. And I was like, well, that would have been cool, but...
I have a question.
Okay.
Did you get upset that Samoa Joe was not number 30?
No, I figured he's going to come out on Raw, which is what he actually did.
You know, there's like a video going around with like 50 different clips of guys throwing fits because
he didn't come out and Reigns did. I was disappointed it was Reigns, honestly, because he just had a title shot. But I thought it would have been interesting if it been anybody. It didn't have to be Joe.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because like you got all these people, you know, bad mouthing WWE. They screw it up. I hate Reigns. Blah 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 blah. They don't know what they're doing. Should have been Samoa Joe. And then the next night they're going, "This is awesome. This is awesome." You know, 24 hours before WWE was the worst place ever. How dare you job out Joe?
Mm-hmm.
And then you make him the knee killer. So
it took 3 days for Seth to realize he was hurt.
Ow. So, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
from a guy that blew his knee out, I knew automatically I was hurt.
Yeah, but you're not as tough.
But when he blew his out with Kane, he knew automatically it was hurt.
I got a question. Have you seen any of the Styles battle that the WWN network thingy is putting on? I think it's maybe run under FIP. You know, they're part of like the WWN, whatever. It's I find it very interesting. They're like one night tournaments, and it's guys, you know, basically different styles, obviously.
Sure.
And they're using a lot of guys that a lot of people may not know of, which I find is cool. I mean, they use like Anthony Henry, I think he's been in one, and Tracer X, and just different guys that are tearing it up, you know, but they don't have that national, spotlight.
Like the CZW Dojo War type thing they're doing, or something similar?
Yeah, but minus the fact that they're students.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they've got the deal with Flow Slam or whatever, so it's just another product to put on there.
I got you.
But
I think I've read it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's pretty cool.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't watched either. I think they've done 2 or 3 so far. But I'm just kind of like, you know, peeping it out, who's in it and the results and that kind of thing. And it's very cool. Also, I watched the Evolve recaps for the last, I guess it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But it was Heroes' last 2 matches in Evolve.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah, like 30 minutes apiece. I hadn't had time to watch.
He wrestled Keith Lee in the first night, and then he wrestled Zack Sabre Jr. And I didn't see any match, but I listened to the speech that he did at the end, and the speech was really cool. ACH came out and kind of like, hey, you're the reason that I didn't stop wrestling. You know, you're the reason I packed my bags and moved north. So it was really cool, you know. But I liked it. So Hero was done, you know. Wow. Cassius Ohno for the next foreseeable
Couple
future.
of months,
Yeah.
whatever they decide.
I hope they bring him out as Luke Harper, and maybe like Luke Harper and Eric Rowan start a new family and face Bray and Orton. It'd be kind of cool. I always said he could have fit in that group. Like him and the Briscoe brothers could have been in the. They could have been in the Wyatt family.
I suppose you would have been him and Cesaro because they were such a good tag team.
He could be Sister Abigail.
No, kind of ugly woman.
A bearded lady. Bearded lady.
2017. You can't ask nobody's gender no more. So
Yeah. Oh, it's Z's.
huh?
No, you're not supposed to call them he, she, them, they. Now hey, how is Z doing? I saw Z over there. So, that's him. You gotta say that's Z.
You have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Not exactly politically correct.
Yeah, I've never been.
I try to be, but not really.
I don't.
But yeah. Anyway, enough politics.
You the one
Enough
talking
politics.
about it. What the hell are you talking about?
Timeout.
But
So what else? Any other wrestling?
oh no, 'cause I was going to ask you about the Dojo Wars. Have you been able to see any of that? I've heard a little about it.
I've watched several Dojo Wars. I was actually looking for Ox Haney. Ox Haney went and done a Dojo Wars.
Okay.
Or
Well, see, I just subscribed to it. So
I don't know if he
haven't
went
checked
and
it
actually
out
worked
yet.
the Dojo Wars, or
Uh-huh.
if he just went to the dojo.
Oh,
But I
okay.
watched like 3 episodes right around the time that he was.
But it's basically
went.
students working a free show to
Yeah.
more or less get experience, correct?
And think small building, small room,
Mm-hmm.
just people standing everywhere. No music, no lights. Just walk through the crowd. They got the ring announcer going, "Hey, this is going to be a 8-man, brawl
okay.
for everything." And play no music. You walk to the ring. If you got a character, some have characters, some don't. Hey, this is you. This is him. That's them. Fight.
So kind of practice with people.
No. I wouldn't say practice with people as much as it's more of that.
I mean, it's a match, but you're getting experience. in
Think
front of
Fight
people.
Club.
Oh, okay.
Our friend Bobby Wayne, he's doing something similar, trying to get it off the ground, but it's like his idea, like already happening. Minus like the internet stuff. It's just that concept of, cool looking grungy venue, bunch of people just everywhere, and guys come to the ring and fight.
Well, they got a whole they got a whole YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
literally just subscribed like yesterday.
I've listened to more than I've watched because like sometimes I'll just like turn them on.
Listen
Lay it
to
down
my
and just
road.
listen to it.
Yeah, I do that.
It's not that there's a lot of commentary, but you just hear the crowd. The crowd's talking, hollering, screaming, but it's different. If I'm not mistaken, Sugar Dunkerton, he was going up there for a while, and he was like, "Hey, this is a place I want to work. If this is what I got to do," so he was driving simply to work the shows,
Okay.
and hey, now he's working a bunch of the big shows up there.
Sounds
so.
cool. I didn't know what it was, and I just subscribed to it because it looked interesting.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not really into the deathmatch stuff, even though I did a few.
But I mean,
but
this isn't,
I figured it was more wrestling.
Well, CZW, it's got 2 sides. You've got the
Oh, no.
we're gonna bleed a lot, and then we're gonna be the best of the best, which they have coming up. And man, I haven't really
something to look forward to.
yeah, I've never been that. Hey, let me just go out of my way to watch CZW. Which if I find it, I watch it. But their best of the best tournaments have always been super good. This year is not going to be any different. They've got Ricochet and Sami Callihan and Anthony Henry, which. Regretfully, I almost had him in the Southern 8 tournament. Anthony Henry, that is.
Is he the one broke his leg or something?
No, he, and I don't remember what it's something like. I think I was getting him in a package deal, and one guy couldn't make it, and something, and it's just one of those things that didn't happen. Matter of fact, I think it was, he was going to ride with John Schuyler, and Schuyler and Hollis was at NXT that night doing the bruiserweights. So he had to back out, which I knew about. I knew ahead of time that hey, if this doesn't happen, then we're there.
I got you.
And just it was just one of those things that
I'm definitely gonna check 1 or 2 out tonight.
But Anthony Henry's good. He's really good. But yeah, I mean it's gonna be packed. So I'm excited to see that. Which it's taking place WrestleMania weekend, so that everybody always shows out, that weekend anyway. But we at Ego are still pondering the idea of maybe doing something near Louisiana, New Orleans area next year for WrestleMania. It would definitely be the Mississippi side, so it's not going to be like we're part of, all the festivities and that kind of thing. But the way I figured, you got 70,000 people in one place. Not everybody can stay in the same town.
That's
So,
true.
and you may be like, hey, we're 2 hours from New Orleans, and
Yeah.
we don't want to drive there and pay, $80 to watch some shows, but we may stay in town and watch, spend $15-20. So
That's it.
it's still in planning stages, not nothing that's set in stone, but it's definitely an idea I'd like to see happen.
Be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of that,
How do I do that?
who would you let's do fantasy booking, like just kind of on the fly. Say you're gonna do the WrestleMania weekend. Say you're doing it a Thursday, Friday, something like that. You got 2 matches you want to put on that card with indie guys. Who'd you do?
Talking about local?
No, like that would maybe already be down there. Yeah, I mean, Ring of Honor's at your cars there. CZW is going to be there. WWE and Evolve. I mean, it's all, every company that's a company's going to be there. So, if we were going to hey, we're going to pluck these guys out of this pool of guys, who would you do?
Okay, I'm gonna give you 2 local, and I'll give you 2 far away.
All right.
Just because I like to watch them wrestle, but I'd probably do John Saxon and Steve Anthony.
As a tag team or against each other?
No, against each other.
Okay.
And then Michael Elgin and Sami Callihan.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
I just know Saxon and Steve both have a really good fan
Oh, yeah.
following in the area, and Elgin and Callahan.
But at the same time, you're not necessarily trying to draw those people in the area as much as you're drawing those fans that are coming in.
You're guaranteed a few just by doing it that way.
That's true.
So, but if you did Elgin and Callahan, you got people going to come see that match.
Yeah. I wonder if they've worked.
I don't know. I really don't. No idea.
So, I would love to do Elgin. By then we'll definitely have a relationship with him. We've got him coming in May 13th. And we now, breaking news, we have a town and location for the May 13th Path to Pride event featuring Michael Elgin taking on the Federated Champion John Davis. That will happen in Pearl, Mississippi at the old Pearl High School gym.
Okay.
It's right there behind City Hall, the library, that kind of thing if you're in this area. So we're excited that we finally got the location locked in.
Okay.
We had a couple different places, but that's kind of where we decided to go. I'm excited about it.
I believe advertising it will help out a lot.
So hey, if you're watching this, go ahead and start making plans and telling people May 13th, Michael Elgin versus John Davis, Federated Championship match.
Got any others that you know that might happen? Or at least people on the show?
Dark Fury, Nightmare, Joey Abel, Boot Boys, our regular guys.
Okay.
We are going to try to bring in a couple more outsiders.
Okay.
Not necessarily saying any names because, I don't want to say a name and it not come true.
I got you.
But if you've been to our big shows when we have, bigger events and see some of that kind of talent that has came in, probably some of those same guys, for example, your Odison, Steve Anthony's, John Saxon's, Vordell Walker's, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And not saying any of those guys are, just, those are just rough ideas.
Those type.
Gotcha. In the past, the Path to Pride has been more of just, hey, let's just have a big show with it, bring a bunch of people in. This year, our goal is to take that Path to Pride and really wrap up some angles and that kind of thing. And basically kind of make that our WrestleMania. So hopefully, not only will you see these guys that don't necessarily have an angle here, you'll get to see the angles that you've been following every show and what's got you really interested in Ego. You'll get to see those, come to an end and possibly some new ones start. So
cool.
I'm definitely excited about it. It's the first time that we've really tried to plan, 4 or 5 months in advance, and so let's
It's a short drive for me.
knock on fake wood that's on this car here, and hope that we can pull them off.
Sweet.
So wrap it up. Anything to plug? Push?
Go watch old episodes of Life in Headlock, because let's just say we had filming options this week that didn't option toward me.
It didn't work.
So
All right, Life in Headlock. I say the 10 questions of doom. Go read the back episodes. It hadn't been updated in 4 months now. There is plans to kick it back off.
I have plenty versions of Life in a Headlock.
Super busy, so it's taking more time. And you think, hey, how hard is it 10 questions out? But because we're not trying to just do the, hey, where'd you start, when'd you get there, and how'd you do it kind of questions. So it takes a little time to study on people and kind of get a story so you can ask some real questions. Yeah, February the 18th, 3-way ladder match. Dark Fury, Joey Abel, the Nightmare at the Hideaway in Jackson, Mississippi. March 4th, return to Hattiesburg at Brewski's. March 11th, Byron, Mississippi at the Byron Baptist Church. Let's just say there's something March in the works for spring break, kind of that time period down at the coast. And that's going to be one of those Ego Gives Back, Ego Cares kind of thing, the community outreach program that we have. March 25th, back at the Hideaway. So that's kind of the next few shows. Working on getting something in North Mississippi. Got a meeting on that this Saturday, so we're excited about that. So potentially we could be, top to bottom again. And yeah.
Sounds like you're getting busy.
Well, you hope.
Yeah.
So I'm your host. For me, Jay Andrews,
Logan Creed,
Wrestling Adventure, Ego on Break, Pro Wrestling Ego, Life in a Headlock, 10 Questions of Doom, Mississippi Indie Page, Body Slam Media, all that stuff that's associated with Pro Wrestling Ego. Check it out, and until whenever we do this again, later.